Well, this is quite an occasion for us. Certainly, let me just say good morning, ladies and gentlemen, guests, members of the press, government officials. It is my pleasure as South Coast Plaza's Executive Director of Domestic and International Markets, and David Grant. David, our General Manager and founding family of South Coast Plaza. Again, together we welcome you. Actually, this morning, previous to the opening of the exhibit, South Coast Plaza signed a memorandum of understanding with a Xinhua news agency, and it is really my privilege to specifically welcome and address and greet the Honorable Werner Escher, Chief Xinhua News Agency for North America, who we will hear from shortly, as well as the Honorable Sun Yushan, who is the Deputy Consul General of the Consul General of China in Los Angeles. Honorable Sun. As well as his cousin, no, not really, Robert Sun, is the Executive Director of the Chinese American CEO Society, and also very important in Discovery Medical, and has brought so much to us here in South Coast Plaza and to really the cities of California at large. As well as we welcome Xinhua News Agency Bureau Chief Ying Xue. Ying? Wherever you and Mr. Richard Swanson, New York Network Director of the U.S. Commercial Service, Network Director of the U.S. Commercial Service, Western Region. Today, we at South Coast Plaza have been acknowledged by China's elite focus group as the best shopping center in the United States for providing a luxury shopping experience. And today we have affixed our signature and consort with the Honorable Guan Xinhua and Xinhua Gallery in a memorandum of understanding, which under this friendly cooperation agreement partners and portends future exhibits and cultural events. It was the ping pong ball that I'm holding in my hand that is historically referenced by Chinese leaders, Premier Zhou Enlai and Chairman Mao Zedong, as the little ball that moved the big ball, the United States, that changed the world. China's world-class table tennis players in a match with U.S. ping pong players was seized upon by President Richard Nixon that led to his meeting with the Chinese leaders that opened the diplomatic door by the U.S. to China. That door was opened even wider in the past 2 weeks when U.S. President Obama announced a policy change that will enable U.S. and China citizens to visit each other's countries repeatedly for a decade, 10 times the length of the current visa. Today it is altogether fitting that South Coast Plaza has been honored by the exhibit at the venue that puts in place the cooperation between South Coast Plaza and China's Xinhua News Agency to the benefit of bilateral relations between the U.S. and China. When I say fitting, it is not altogether figuratively, but literally a fact that the Nixon Library arranged for a rematch of the original ping pong players from both the U.S. and the People's Republic of China in a day-long event 2.5 years ago here at South Coast Plaza that recreated the original ping pong encounter. They played for huge crowds and the applauding Chinese celebrities that attended. One last word. We were honored on that particular day by the Chinese team that autographed this little ball that moved the world, including Zhendong, who was captain of the Chinese team. And unfortunately, in February of 2013, he passed away. In conclusion, the exhibit curated by Xinhua Gallery represents 35 years of friendship between the United States and China, and was taken from China's photo archives, inviting you and visitors to come to a composite photo journey shown for the first time at South Coast Plaza of history in the making. I would add that this exhibit supports South Coast Plaza's commitment to the mutual understanding between the peoples of China and the U.S. through regular presentations of bilateral trade initiatives and cultural events, while at the same time promoting friendly relations between China and the U.S. with a special focus on Southern California. At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce the Honorable One, Chief of Xinhua News Agency, North America.